Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. Hope everyone has had a great week. I got the cat helping me out in the background here. Dog is curled up next to me. We'll see how soundly he sleeps while I film this. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's just get straight into the video. So I started this channel with the intent to focus on and reduce my anxiety because at the time I felt like that's what was affecting me the most, my anxiety. But in the last couple of months, I have realized that my borderline personality disorder, or BPD, has been affecting me just as much, if not more so, than my anxiety. Now, I did discuss my anxiety in a previous video, which I will link in the description below, but there's not really much to discuss as it pertains to my BPD. I was diagnosed around 10 years ago and left to go on my merry way. Unlike my anxiety, where I was at least prescribed medication, literally nothing was done or has been done about my BPD. When I was first diagnosed, I did recognize a lot of symptoms in myself, but lately I found that those symptoms are more frequent, more intense, harder to overcome when they hit, and I feel like I'm experiencing more symptoms of BPD than when I was first diagnosed. And as I've expressed before in my previous videos, I am not a medical or a mental health professional, so I could be wrong, and if there are any medical or mental health professionals watching this, please correct me if I'm mistaken. But it's my feeling that, who knows how long I've had BPD before I was diagnosed, but without treatment, it's like every little thing in my life since, all of life's little upsets, frustrations, and disappointment that would be trivial to a normal person has snowballed to make my mental health worse than it otherwise would be. And by the way, I hate the word normal. I am just using it to refer to someone who doesn't suffer from a mental health disorder, because there are people out there who don't have anxiety or BPD, and they can't understand why someone with anxiety or BPD would have the reactions they have to the situations they do. Just like there are mental health disorders I don't have, and therefore I can't relate to in the same way someone with those disorders does. So that's all I mean by normal, not to suggest that I or anyone else with a mental health disorder is not normal. So don't come for me in the comments. So I don't really know why I haven't gotten treatment for my BPD. On the one hand, I do accept some responsibility for not seeking out help through the appropriate resources and before it got to this point. But there was a part of me that kind of felt like I had some control over my symptoms, at least to a degree, and I was probably a bit naive in thinking that. I also didn't fully grasp at the time the severity of untreated BPD. It was also a different time in my life. I had other things going on and other priorities, and I think several changes in my life in the past few years have exacerbated my symptoms, and like I said, all the little stuff is ultimately built up to make things worse than it was when I was initially diagnosed. But I also blame the system. With almost any other illness, disease, or disorder, they don't just diagnose you and send you on your way and leave it up to you to come back when and if you feel like getting treatment. The only time this happens is in the case of mental health, and it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be up to me, the patient, to seek out a treatment following a diagnosis. Mental health and or medical professionals should step in immediately to offer suggestions for the appropriate treatment before it gets too late. So why am I sharing this? I am sharing this because my struggle with learning how to manage my anxiety was the inspiration for this channel, but I have since realized that my BPD is also something that I am struggling with and I need to work to manage. So the direction of my channel will be changing to encompass both my anxiety and BPD and how I'm learning to manage and live with both. I don't know, maybe I should rename my channel, but quitting anxiety and BPD doesn't quite have the same ring to it or simplicity to it as quitting anxiety. So if anyone has any suggestions for an alternate channel name, let me know. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and as always, please subscribe and like and share if you got something out of this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.